Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back.
Time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. They're hustling early, it's hardwired. Total bezel, frozen neck off like a tire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it back.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, hey. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Could make the connection, was looking for Lat McConkey. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and throw it here. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. He's going to throw this one. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for Cleveland, first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
They'll throw on first. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. So it'll be second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He'll throw it yet again. Short pass brought in. It's inside the 10. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that gives them first and goal. Here's Brooks. Is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone by getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to the well again. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Finds a man, right side. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give him a 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, they'll run. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 36. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Another carry for him. And he runs it across. Touchdown! These guys finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Point after converted from Cardi. And his guys respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Second and 4. It's taken in by Lamb. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing from the gun here. Avoids the sack. He tucks it and takes off. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Tackle made by the rookie from Wisconsin.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Running back sent in motion. Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Cut out left. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and just 2 to go. They kick the running back in motion. He has the first over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That one gains 7. And that gives the Browns a first.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, a gift to Brooks. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. That lines up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. Throw on 3rd down. Has it in close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Brooks. field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. This one's caught. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing it again here. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. And he's across. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 2nd quarter lead. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's contained at the line for no gain. Namdi Matabike making that stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Second and 10 now. He puts some juice on a deep throw. He's got it inside the 25. He makes it in for the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And these guys tie things up at 14. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motion man left is Lamb. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds McConkey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running back sent in motion. Throw complete to Lamb. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, here comes Brooks. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. That won't be caught outright, it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Catch is made down the right sideline. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Throwing it again on 2nd down. Gets this to McConkey. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's a throw. He's got it! And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Back now, pressure on its way. The Mets got it. That's a Cleveland touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch, or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. Gonna start things off with a sweep. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there, and that gives them the 1st.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run here on 1st down. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing off the play fake here. It's complete to Hopkins. And they get this down to the 28. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They are now set for 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. So a crazy 1st half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. Second down now, 7 to go. To Hopkins. And he'll go down here at the 16. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Cardi now for the PAT. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And his guys tie this game at 21. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. Has a man, it's Brooks. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Motion man left is Lamb. He'll throw it yet again. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Throwing once again on 2nd and 10. He beams one deep right side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He's dropping back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They are throwing it again. Forced out to his right. Finds a man right side. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. From the red zone now. He's on the move. This one's caught. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing it again here. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take the lead just before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now off play action. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give him a first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Brought in right side. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
They send the tight end in motion. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And they'll have first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 5. They give it to him again. And he drives this forward to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! These guys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Cardi now for the PAT. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And these guys tie us up 28-all. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll throw it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
To the air, third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I can speak from personal experience on this one. That is the absolute worst nightmare as a quarterback. When you call that bootleg and you turn around and all you see is nothing but a big old defensive end, yeah, your interest switch from getting rid of the ball to a little self-preservation. Good job just simply hanging on to the football.
Another try following the sack. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
They'll throw on third and long. Hits his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Their punter making his way out now. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Score Browns 31, visitors 28.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 now. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. He completes it in traffic. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 48. Catch is made down the right sideline. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Browns a 1st. On the give, it's Brooks. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 24. Finds his man over the middle. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll throw it. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's in for the touchdown. The Browns make it a 9-point advantage. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throw left side, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective. The give here on 2nd.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll give him a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action on first down. Has him running the comeback. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They pick up 20 yards there. And they're going to have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On first down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. These guys got to score in a hurry. Offense to the line for second down. Back to the well again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Here he is to throw. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. It'll be a field goal try now for Joshua Carty. A very short kick here from the right hash.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Now with almost 2 minutes left, they're lining up for an onside attempt they need to recover. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff here for Brooks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They send a tight end in motion. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 26. And that gives the Browns a first. Brooks on the counter. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
On second down, it's Brooks. And he drives this forward to the 6. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Third down run with Brooks. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of just 2. They needed 5. It's going to be 4th and 3. So to a chorus of barks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.